Ever feel like there just isn't enough time in the day to get everything done, let alone, explore new ways to boost your income?
Right.
If that sounds familiar, you are in the right place.
Yeah.
Today, we're diving deep into Mastering Prompt Engineering, a
Okay.
book that promises to demystify AI and show you how to make it work for you.
I like it.
Not the other way around.
Yeah.
We're talking like using AI to write marketing copy, automate customer service,
Wow.
even compose music.
Okay.
And the best part is, it's not just for the tech wizards out there. If you use digital tools at all, this deep dive is for you.
One thing that really struck me about this book was its focus on moving beyond those generic AI tools, the ones that feel very one size fits all.
Yeah.
It's not just about, plugging a prompt into a chatbot and hoping for the best.
There's more than just typing in, like, write me a blog post and crossing your fingers.
Exactly. It's about really understanding how to craft your requests,
Yeah.
how to get those highly specific results tailored to like your needs. That's what the book calls prompt engineering.
Okay, so it's like giving really, really detailed instructions, but to like a super powered assistant,
Right.
one that has access to this insane amount of information.
Precisely. It's about taking control back,
Yeah.
customizing the output. That's where the real magic happens. Once you realize that you're not limited to what like a basic AI tool offers, that you have this control, well, the possibilities are truly endless.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
It's like the difference between using a simple calculator and a sophisticated spreadsheet program.
Oh, yeah.
They're both helpful, but
Right.
one gives you way more control and flexibility, right?
That's a great analogy. And this control, this is what allows you to skyrocket your productivity.
Okay, so let's get into some real-world examples then.
Yeah.
The book highlights a bunch of ways that prompt engineering can really streamline your workflow.
Mm-hmm.
One that really jumped out at me was using AI to generate a first draft of a blog post.
Right.
Let's say you're tasked with writing about, I don't know, sustainable business practices.
Okay.
That could take hours, even days, to research and write something halfway decent.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people get really bogged down in just the research phase alone,
Mhm.
just feeling overwhelmed by all the information out there.
Oh, totally. But with prompt engineering, you could feed the AI a super specific prompt, something like draft a 500-word blog post on, the benefits of sustainable business practices, and make sure to focus on the positive impact on brand reputation and customer loyalty. And boom, you have a starting point.
And that's a key point the book makes. This isn't about replacing human writers with robots. It's about giving you, the writer, a powerful head start. Think of that first draft as like a super detailed outline,
Yeah.
that you can then shape and refine with your own unique voice and expertise.
Right. It's about working with AI, not being replaced by it. It's like having this tireless assistant who can handle the heavy lifting, the research, the drafting. It frees you up to focus on the more, I don't know, creative, strategic aspects of your work.
Exactly. And it's not limited to blog posts either. I mean, the book gives examples for crafting Facebook ad copy.
Oh, I remember that example. The one about the eco-friendly kitchen products, where the prompt specified the target audience so well.
Right. The prompt was something like, create a Facebook ad promoting eco-friendly kitchen products and target environmentally conscious millennials.
Right.
By defining the audience and the outcome so clearly, the AI generated some really targeted copy.
It's amazing how specific you can get with these prompts. But even with all this, I imagine there's still a learning curve, right? What does the book say about that?
You're right. It's not about plugging in a magic formula and being done. The book really stresses the importance of refining your prompts over time. The more you use it, the better the AI gets at understanding your needs. It's like you're training a virtual assistant, but to like anticipate your next move.
Right.
It's pretty amazing.
So we've been talking about how AI can help you, get more done in less time. But let's talk about something even more exciting, earning potential.
Okay.
This book, Mastering Prompt Engineering, it lays out a bunch of ways that you can actually turn these AI skills, these prompt engineering skills, into income-generating opportunities.
Yeah, and what I found interesting is how it really caters to different levels of like ambition. Some people might just be looking for a side hustle,
Right.
while others might be thinking, how can I build an entire business model around this?
Totally. And it doesn't sound like it's pushing like this magic button solution, It's more about understanding how to leverage AI in a way that makes sense for your goals.
Exactly.
And one thing the book highlights is the power of freelance content creation.
Okay.
Like imagine being able to write, I don't know, blog posts, website copy, even social media posts at lightning speed. It'd be like having this super powered writing assistant
Right.
that can just churn out high quality content way faster than you ever could.
And the book makes a really important point about that, which is that speed, it directly translates into higher earning potential, right?
Yeah.
Because you can take on more clients if you want, tackle bigger projects. You can essentially like boost your output without sacrificing quality.
Yeah.
It's a win-win for freelancers who are looking to make a really good living doing this.
Absolutely. And it's not just individual creators either. I mean, marketing agencies are using AI to like automate their entire content marketing strategy.
Absolutely.
Imagine like generating targeted ad copy, crafting engaging social media posts, even personalizing email campaigns, but you're not, you're not doing it all manually.
Right.
You're using AI to do it so you can focus on the big picture strategy and client relationships.
That's what's so amazing about it. It's like it can handle those repetitive, time-consuming tasks that would normally bog you down.
Yes.
And it frees you up, like you said, for the more strategic, creative work. The book even talks about how agencies are using AI for A/B testing.
Wait, you mean like testing thousands of different ad variations at the same time?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is. Because it's all about finding the most effective approach. And AI can analyze like massive data sets
Oh, yeah.
to identify patterns and trends that we might miss as humans.
Totally.
And that leads to more targeted campaigns and ultimately, higher profits.
This is really starting to feel like the future of marketing.
Right.
But the book doesn't stop there. It even suggests like building an entire business around AI-powered products or services.
It's a big idea, but it's not as crazy as it sounds. I mean, one example that they gave was creating a platform that helps small businesses automate their customer service with AI-powered chatbots.
That's actually really smart. So you could essentially provide like 24/7 support to customers no matter what time zone they're in.
Right.
With an AI chatbot that's always ready to answer their questions.
And the beauty of that is you build the platform once, and then businesses can just subscribe to access its features.
Right.
So you create this steady stream of recurring revenue.
Wow.
It's a really sustainable model that can scale really well.
That's super interesting, but I have to admit, like building a whole platform from scratch, that might feel a little overwhelming for some people.
Sure.
But luckily, the book gives another path, becoming an AI consultant.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense because as more and more businesses start to embrace AI, the demand for expert guidance, it's just going to keep going up.
Absolutely. And it's a high value skill set to have, right?
That.
Because it positions you as a strategic partner to these businesses, not just, someone who's just executing tasks.
Totally. Yeah. It sounds like a really great way to leverage your AI expertise and make a real impact. So we've been talking about how AI can boost your productivity, how it can even help you earn more. But this book, it actually takes it a step further. It really dives into how AI is changing the entire business landscape. So we've talked about how you can use AI, to be more productive, how you can even like generate some income with it.
Right.
But this book, it goes beyond you, right? Like mastering prompt engineering, it dives into how AI is actually transforming the entire business landscape itself.
Yeah, and it's not even just about automation, although that's a huge part of it.
Right.
The book really gets into why AI is such a game changer for businesses of all sizes.
Yeah.
And it really comes down to one word: advantage.
Advantage. Okay, tell me more about that.
Well, think about it, right? AI can process information and make decisions way faster than we can as humans.
Right.
Imagine like being able to analyze, data from thousands or even millions of customer interactions.
Right.
To see patterns, to predict future behavior, stuff that would take a human team weeks, months, maybe even longer to do.
Okay, I see how that's useful, obviously, but how does it actually translate into like a competitive edge for a business?
It's about being agile and making like smarter decisions, but faster.
Okay.
So for example, imagine a customer service chatbot, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can provide instant support to your customers no matter what time it is, no matter where they are in the world.
Right, 24/7 support.
Exactly. No more, waiting on hold, waiting for the business to open. It's huge for customer satisfaction.
That would be a game changer for sure.
Exactly. And businesses that are, smart enough to leverage AI this way, They can adapt to changing markets quicker. They can optimize everything they do to be more efficient and ultimately just outperform their competition.
And the book uses a really interesting phrase. I wrote it down. It's scaling without scaling.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
What do they mean by that?
It means you can achieve like massive growth, exponential growth without needing this huge team
Right.
or a crazy budget.
Okay.
So for example, you could potentially handle the workload of, I don't know, like 10 customer service reps with one AI-powered chatbot.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
that's a game changer, especially for startup small businesses that are trying to like compete with these bigger companies.
So what I'm hearing is that this book, Mastering Prompt Engineering, it's about way more than just learning a technical skill. It's really about understanding how to use this crazy powerful tool to create real impact, not just for yourself, but professionally as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about understanding the power of AI, but not being afraid of it, right?
Right.
And using it in a way that feels empowering, not overwhelming, which I think this book does a great job of. And as the book clearly shows, this is just the beginning.
Well, this has been a really incredible deep dive into the world of AI and prompt engineering. I feel like I've learned a ton.
Me too, me too. I always learn something new when we do these.
It's kind of mind-blowing to think about how these tools are going to evolve
Right.
and how they're going to like change the way we live and work in the years to come. If our listeners could just take away one thing from this deep dive, what would you want it to be?
That's a good question. I would say just remember that AI is a tool just like any other.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for, not so good.
Yeah.
The key is to approach it with curiosity, but also responsibility and a commitment to using it in a way that benefits everybody.
That's a great takeaway. Really well said. And to all of our listeners out there, thanks for joining us on this journey into the exciting world of AI.